Welcome to Regenerate, Don't Degenerate with Rhenda and Jim. We're going to be doing some upper body exercises today. Come on along. Hope you've warmed up first. We did. We've been doing some chores out here this morning. Beautiful morning to do it. And we're ready to get exercising.
And you'll hear a chainsaw in the background from our neighbor.
Who is doing his morning chores apparently, which is a great thing. So we're doing upper body today. Like I say, hope you've warmed up. If you didn't, pause this, go get warmed up. 5 to 10 minutes, get your heart rate going, your respiration up, your muscles warmed up so you can actually do things without injuring yourself. And you wanted to say something?
I'm going to say we're choosing to use weights today, and I just want to show you this kind of weight. You slide your hand into here and squeeze it. It's soft. It's a nice feel to it. It's really nice if you've not used weights before. It's a good way to get started.
And the reason we use weights, we start with something that's light for us, and over time we work out. But by pushing our muscles and our bones more, we're going to cause them to develop more cells. So when you're regenerating, you're going to push them to regenerate more. It's going to increase your bone density. It's going to increase your muscle size and your muscle cell quantity. It's good things for you.
Really good for diabetes.
Those who have better bone density and larger muscle mass live longer. It's statistically true. So it's very important. Keep yourself hydrated. Let's get going. We're going to just start something easy just with some normal curls. Let's just curl those up. Just going to do a few of these.
You can also grab a soup can. Hopefully you don't have soup cans unless they're Amy's, and then you still have to watch them. But
anything with a little rocks will work. Anything with a little bit of weight. Anything you have around. Something normal. Children, if you have them, and you're really strong.
Yeah. No.
You had about enough? One more here. Okay, we're gonna do some upright rows. We bring them up to our chin like this, elbows out. We're standing straight. Core is engaged. Always have that core engaged, okay? Very important that we do that. Very important. Right?
Very important.
Now, I know a lot of folks are saying, hey, I'm eating right, I'm exercising, I'm doing all those things. The inches still are there. They're not going away.
I'm saying that.
I'm not losing weight. Yeah, I'm hearing it from near and far. And the question is, well, why is that?
So one of the things is I got to keep a food journal and see what I'm really doing.
And that's what I always say. We're going to do some one-armed rows. So 1 foot forward, pointed a little bit off to an angle, the back foot almost at a 90 degree. Lean onto that front knee. Then we're going to just pull this other one up, okay? So what's a food journal, Rhenda? Explain that a little bit more.
A food journal, you're going to write down everything you eat today.
Just the things you think you ought to write down?
Everything you eat. Oh, I took a bite of chocolate. And I love chocolate. So.
And if you breathe in heavy, the aroma from the donut shop, maybe you ought to write that down too, right?
Oh, I did eat a few chips last night. Oh, maybe they won't notice. Oh, this, oh, that.
This is about you. This isn't about what you're telling somebody else. We're going to switch sides now because Rhenda's ready. But the food journal is important. At least today, I suggest you try to do 3 days so you get a better look at what you're doing.
And don't just try to, yes, we're trying to eat right, but don't say, well, can I eat perfect so my food journal eats perfect and then I can go back to eating what I'm supposed to.
Keep tracking.
You want to know exactly what it is that's throwing you off.
Be honest, all the way around honest. That's really important. You okay?
Flies.
She knows the routine better than I. So feet about shoulder width apart. We want to stick ourselves out back here, keep our back kind of up straight. We're going to do flies. So we start at the bottom, lift them up.
If you're not used to weights, you probably don't want to do this. I'm used to them now, and it feels good on my shoulders. It used to not. So there's proof.
You can do these movements without weights if you're not used to weights. Don't try to start with weights if you haven't been, and don't try to start with heavy weights if you've been doing really light weights. Work your way up. Don't hurt yourself. Work your way to the point that you're strengthened. We know when to stop when Rhenda says,
Okay.
Okay, we're going to have a slight bend. No, we don't have a slight bend. I'm sorry. It's our arms. We're going to put our arms back like this. We're only going to bend our elbows, okay? Nothing at the shoulders. This is working on those muscles on the back of your arms. It won't get rid of that flap. No, working a certain muscle group doesn't get rid of the fat around that muscle group.
Well, it does.
Keeping a food journal and watching what you eat. And then exercising enough that you burn off all your excess fat.
And then this is going to put the muscle down.
And this increases the muscle. Now it all works together. We talked about the resting metabolic rate. And as you increase your resting metabolic rate, you're going to burn everything all the time more. Your metabolism will be more effective.
And how do we increase that? Well,
by exercising a lot, okay?
But when we're saying exercise a lot or exercise is going to get rid of this, we do not mean intensive, exhaustive, there's nothing left to you exercise. That is going to hurt you even more because it's going to really throw your adrenal glands on. You want to do moderate, steady, regular exercises.
She knows. And that's really, that's what it's going to take.
So don't let him push you.
You don't have to go down to your knees to do this, but I want to do that so you can see what I'm doing. You can stay standing up.
I'm standing.
Hands straight overhead. Tip them back. Pull them up. What did you want to say?
I'm saying my elbows are a little tender because I did this yesterday. So I am going to, got some tug on that arm, so I'm going to do this today without weights. And that's what you want to do. Listen to your body. You're going, oh, that doesn't feel so good. So put your weights down and listen to your body.
Yes. Yeah. Don't hurt yourself. The idea isn't to hurt yourself. It's to keep them moving. And if you have an experience like Rhenda's, back off. I actually did
several of them yesterday. And I think I'm really pulling.
Yeah. So a little bit more on the upper body. We're going to raise our arms up and we're going to hold them out, but we're going to do our wrists. How's that feel?
Very good.
Very important. Keep those wrists going. Just a few more of those. We must get the end.
Harder without the weights on them.
Yeah, it does. We're going to let that rest just a little bit and talk a little bit more. We're going to do one more. And, no, we're going to do a few more. Actually, I'm going to keep holding the weights. Let's go ahead and do our neck. That's part of the upper body, right? So let's take our neck to the side. We're just getting movement in our neck today, okay? This is kind of a rest exercise while we've been working our upper body muscles fairly hard, right?
And you'll notice I go
Just
much slower than he does, and I just kind of hold it there and pull it. That makes me dizzy.
Okay, we're going to look down, chin to chest, and then back. Do a few of those. How's that feeling? Good movement. I'm feeling good pull in my back, like, yes, we love it. Oh, there are a few more. I keep thinking of others as we do these movements to help us cool down. I got some good ideas. No, you'll like these others that I do. Okay, bring that to a pause.
See, look, my weights can touch.
Yeah, we're going to do that. Yeah, you can do that. We're going to bring our arms back up again, and this time we're doing the twisty thing. Twist them around as far as you can. Good rotation. Convince those joints that they can do this. You don't want to lose what's there. I think Rhenda came to the end. She came to the end.
Yesterday you did this one.
What's that?
It was cool. Out this way, out to the middle. Out this
She's
way.
complaining that I'm trying to get us all to do too much, and
this
she's
feels
trying
so
to do
good
much.
on your upper back. Oh look, we're coordinated here.
I was trying to slow us down, and you're doing more.
That feels really, really good.
It's a good
between the
movement
shoulder
for you.
blades. Yeah.
Okay. We're going to do a few more of these. You're going to be more stretchies. They're going to help us cool down a little bit, but also get our muscles going. We're going to stand up straight, feet about shoulder width apart. We're going to wrap our shoulders in.
Hug ourselves.
Hug ourselves. So this is a stretch. So we're going to hold it there. Hold it there for a while. We're standing up straight. Good posture all the time. Thinking about good posture. Be sure that your pelvis is in a neutral position, not tipped forward, not tipped back. That way we're keeping our weight distributed properly on those joints. Less chance of hurting them. Okay, let that go. Now let's put those shoulder blades together.
And I hold my hands both ways. So that
Really?
helps me.
I'm just doing it without using my hands. No support from the hands. Just all shoulder blades, those
I
muscles.
need support.
She needs supporting a lot.
Okay.
Okay, now do reach up our back as far as we can. Reach our hand over and try to grab those fingers if we can. Nice stretch there.
I can't.
We're going to hold that and let it stretch, 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 stretch. Stretch, 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 stretch. Do as much as you can. Do as much as you can. Okay, let's let that go. Kind of shake that out. Good stretch, right? Good stretch. Feeling good. Other hand. I'm not going to show you how I can't touch those two.
I'm sure.
My right arm doesn't go up as far as
that's
it should.
fine. So why is that?
There's more muscles.
But we're right-handed.
Yeah, but your muscles are there are more bulk in your muscle. It's harder to stretch them. You have to train them that, hey, you can do this. And that's what we're doing.
Because I notice every time I put my right hand behind my back, it just really tugs in.
Yeah. The way that
But this one goes right back there.
That makes my point, is that so often our normal use of our muscles causes a certain range of motion, a certain ability. And if we're not exercising it past that ability, it gets locked into that and it can't do the extra stuff that it's really capable of doing because it's limited. It's not used to doing it. That's why we do exercises that push us past our normal limits that we don't. Well, that's an interesting one. So kind of work on stretching those out.
If that's
I hadn't thought about that movement. Yeah, no, good point. Good point. But the point here is, if you're not using it, you're losing it.
Yeah, but
you have to regenerate it.
That's weird.
It's a particular movement you just don't do.
Okay, I'm accepting that challenge.
Okay. It's something we can work on. There's one that I haven't been doing, and I realize we've been cooling down a little bit, but I keep forgetting this one just because I do. And it's going to involve a little bit of the core, but it's definitely upper body. It's the good old-fashioned push-up.
I love push-ups.
I have a goal.
He promised me I didn't need to bring my mat out here today.
Well, you just put your hands on the ground. That's all.
And my knees.
And your knees.
I do it with my knees.
And I haven't been doing these much lately. So I probably can't do as many. A few more. Well, I made it to 10.
I did 10.
Okay, very good. Do you feel like you've exercised today? Yes. And once again, a reminder, when you see your respiration going up, that means your muscles are getting pushed and they're demanding more nutrition, which means you need more oxygen to be oxidizing.
So go drink water.
Making things happen. And so, yeah.
H2O. O is oxygen.
But the trick is, this regeneration thing, I don't know if it has any limits. It affects everything. As you do these exercises, you're going to regenerate your ability to work more before you need to do that deep breathing, before your muscles start crying out for more. Plus, you're going to find that you're able to do more motions, not just stronger motions, but additional more range motions.
So I'm going to warn them right now. We're going to do this tomorrow, but Thursday and Friday are a little tough for us.
Thursday and Friday, we may not be able to do it. We have a class that we're going to. If we can do something
late, we will, but don't be surprised if we don't show up.
You can look
Actually, for Thursday, I'm going to put on some exercises that I videotaped in the hotel before I got out of bed. I've talked about these before. I've never put them on.
Yeah.
I'm going to put
in-bed exercises before you crawl out
Actually,
of bed.
I'll put that on Friday because we have. Yes, Thursday we'll be able to. That's tomorrow.
Thursday we can do it on
Friday.
Thursday,
I'll
Friday.
put that one on for Friday. There
Very
you
good.
go.
That'll be a good one. Because Friday typically we'd be doing full body, but this will be a good deviation from that to see what you can do in the mornings just as you wake up before you jump out of bed, so that when you jump you don't fall over. We don't want any falling over. Anyway, remember, let's regenerate, don't degenerate, keep exercising, invite your friends to be part of this. We want more in the group. I appreciate the encouragement. You know, one of the big challenges of exercising is motivation to do it. As I'm going through my morning and I look at my watch, well, I don't have a watch, but look at the clock and I see what time it is, I'm saying, oh, it's time to do the exercise video. That's my motivation, because I know people are waiting to see it, to participate, and it gets me out of my chair and out exercising. Thank you very much for that. So let's keep doing it. Let's get ourselves regenerated so we don't degenerate. Thanks for watching.